Hello everyone, today we're going to talk about the iPhone 11. In this video, we'll be discussing whether the iPhone 11 is a good choice in 2024. If you can find it, is it still a good buy? And we'll also have a look at how it compares to the newer iPhones. Is there really a big real-life difference? Let's get into it. First, let's talk about the specs of the iPhone 11. It was released in 2019 and it came with the 6.1-inch liquid retina display powered by the A13 Bionic chip and featured a dual camera system with a 12-megapixel main and ultra-wide lenses. It was a significant upgrade from its predecessor, the iPhone XR. The iPhone 11 continued the design language of the iPhone XR. It features a sleek aluminum and glass construction, with a 6.1-inch liquid retina display with the Face ID. The back is made of glass, providing support for wireless charging. Back glass is glossy, but the camera module is matte finish and looks different when compared to the previous iPhone XR. There's speakers and lightning port at the bottom. Body is also IP68 water resistant. Overall, the iPhone 11 maintains a modern and appealing look. There's plenty of color options for the iPhone 11. These are purple, yellow, green, black, white and product red. I have the iPhone 11 here in black color. Under the hood, the iPhone 11 is powered by Apple's A13 Bionic chip. Still a 7nm chip, but more powerful than previous A12 chip as it's 20% faster and it's more power efficient, which helps with the battery life. And Apple is saying that iPhone 11 has 1 hour longer battery life when compared to the iPhone XR. The A13 Bionic chip is still quite capable today, and it can handle most tasks with ease. There's also dual SIM support. The iPhone 11 comes with 64, 128 and 256 GB of storage, so you'll have plenty of space for all your apps, photos and videos. In terms of camera performance, it has an excellent camera. iPhone 11 has a dual camera setup, a 12-megapixel main wide-angle and ultra-wide-angle cameras. And this was new at the time when compared to its predecessor, the iPhone XR, that had a single-lens camera. With the iPhone 11, Apple added a new night mode that's designed to use the iPhone's processing capabilities and the new wide camera sensor to capture crisp, clear and bright photos even in very low lighting conditions. And this is a great feature in the iPhone 11 camera. You'll see this yellow icon when it uses the night mode. In low light situations, night mode turns on automatically, and when you take a picture, hold it still 1 to 3 seconds depending on the situation, and when it's done, you'll have a surprisingly good picture quality even in low light conditions. The iPhone 11 also has a very good video quality. It can record video in 4K resolution at up to 60 frames per second, which means that it can capture high-definition video with smooth, fluid motion. The front-facing true depth camera system now has a 12-megapixel camera from the previous 7-megapixel, and it also makes Face ID up to 30% faster and able to work from more angles. Overall, the iPhone 11 has a very capable camera that is suitable for a wide range of photography and videography needs. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 11 has a 3110 mAh battery, which is capable of lasting through a full day of use. The phone also supports wireless charging, so you can easily top off the battery by placing it on a wireless charging pad. Now, there's already newer iPhone models, and if we do some comparison, if I buy iPhone 11, is there something important that I'm missing from newer models? Something you might want in real life use? If I buy iPhone 12 or 15? Obviously, we're not going to list all differences, but to pick a few that you might notice in real life. And before we continue, if you have been enjoying so far, please smash that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't already done so. Now, it doesn't have the 5G connectivity that came with the iPhone 12, something you might want if using cellular data. Another thing you might want is MagSafe. iPhone 11 does not have MagSafe technology, which was introduced also with the iPhone 12 series. However, it does support wireless charging using the Qi standard, and it is capable of being charged wirelessly using any Qi compatible charger. With the iPhone 13, the Face ID notch in front is now 20% smaller. And iPhone storage now starts from 128 GB all the way to 512 GB. And if we compare to iPhone 15, there are a few bigger changes as the charging port is now USB-C instead of the lightning port, and the main camera sensor is now 48 megapixels. So there will always be newer models that offer something more, but it's not always something that you definitely need to have. The reliable performance and solid feature set of the iPhone 11 continued to be a great choice for many without breaking the bank. But let's talk about advantages compared to newer models. One big advantage of the iPhone 11 is that it's now more affordable than when it was first released. It's no longer the latest and greatest model on the market, so you can often find it at a lower price point. This makes it a great option for those who want a high quality phone with a reasonable price. Another reason to consider the iPhone 11 that it still receives iOS updates. While it may not get all the latest features that the newest models get, it will still get important security updates and performance improvements. And the latest iOS 17 gives it a nice fresh look. This means that you can still use the iPhone 11 for several years and know that it will be kept up to date with the latest security patches. So, is the iPhone 11 still worth buying in 2024? In my opinion, it depends on your needs and budget. If you're looking for the latest and greatest phone with all the latest features, then the iPhone 15 Pro or Pro Max might be a better choice for you. However, the iPhone 11 remains a compelling choice for those looking for a reliable smartphone. Its powerful performance, impressive camera system and long-lasting battery make it a worthy investment for anyone in the market for a new device. And it still receives iOS updates. Apple no longer sells the iPhone 11, but luckily you might still find this from some retailers or as a second-hand phone. And if you're new to this channel, I'm an engineer that has passion for everyday technology, health technology, smart home, but also personal finance and lifestyle topics. And if you made it this far, I hope today's video was useful. Please drop a like and let me know in the comments if you have any questions, experiences or whatever comes to your mind. I try to answer all. Thank you so much for watching, have a great day and we'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.